Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. It's 13:44 on Sunday. It's not Sunday, it's Saturday, the 21st of March. Feels like a day of rest, don't it? I think we're all going to have to get used to these days of rest. Okay, I'm been pushed, budged over. Oh boy, by the boy here. He's asleep. He's very close to me at the minute. Okay, so there's not enough room to perch on the edge. Let's put my phone somewhere. So I have my own chair. Okay, he's asleep. I've got the cards. We're going to have a look. No, first of all, I'm just going to pull some tarot cards and see. Let's make sure I'm recording. We're all good. Oh, okay. I'm going to pull some tarot cards. Let's see what the story is on this Saturday. It's not Sunday. It's very calm. I'm loving the energy. It's really calm and peaceful. It's like the world's gone quiet. Now what? Okay, well, now what? Let's have a look. The Divine Feminine in the Nine of Pentacles. Now what? Well, you get to enjoy quality time at home, where it's a slower pace. You get to connect with nature, get to be out in the garden. You get to see all the signs and synchronizations. That's quite amazing when you slow down. You start to notice them all around. The Divine Feminine is here. In her royal robes, she's got like a superwoman. I've got old boy on, but she's got a superwoman. Like the feminine version of Superman's symbol underneath. She's a star. I think it's a star I can see. She's a superhero undercover. She's looking after her lot. At a leisurely place. A leisurely place. Not a pace, and I can't get the word out. Leisure. What's all this coming in? Messages. Let's just leave it. Messages are coming in. Now I've picked up on the birds. On the bird. I heard from a little birdie. Okay. That you're like Superwoman. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. So there's a wondering going on regarding the Divine Feminine. What's these messages? Is she secretly sending messages? It looks like the bird. There's lots of messages that she seems to be giving to the bird. And these messages are delivered. Where are these messages delivered to? Let's find out. Across the water. Oh, okay. The messages are being delivered to, I'm going to say, it's the Divine Masculine. And he's guarded. Definitely across the water, look. He's holding his station. Okay. The Divine Masculine's holding his station. And it looks like the Divine Feminine is communicating with the Divine Masculine via sign synchronizations and most definitely birds. Bird song. Okay. It seems like that's one story. Oh, it's very interesting today. Well, we've got to keep up to date, haven't we, with the current news? I mean, come on. So we've got the Divine Feminine. It looks like sending messages via birds from her home, through the air, across the water, to the Divine Masculine who's holding his station, his end. It looks like he's stressed out. He's gritting his teeth here. So he's trying to... okay, so he's trying to protect himself against he's trying to protect himself against positivity. Are you now, Divine Masculine? Against negativity. He's finding it hard to remain positive. So it seems like he's being sent reminders to from the Divine Feminine about stand your ground, remain positive, because he's quite defensive. We're going to find out more. Come on, let's have another story. Okay, he's unhappy. He is stubborn. So I've just said that he's trying to block out positivity. He doesn't want to look on the positive side of things at the moment. Okay, understood. He's not really interested in looking at any other options. He's got 3 cups here. He needs to keep them. He's focused on these cups. What's he doing? He's just sitting. He looks like he's in a strop. He's in a strop. Divine's trying to show him signs, but he's in a strop. Okay. The Divine Feminine's here. What's she watching? She's got her black cat. So birds, cats. The Divine Feminine's sitting here with her sunflower. So she's optimistic. And she's looking, we don't know what she's looking at yet. It seems that she's ignoring the Divine Masculine's strop. She's not paying any attention to it. She's looking at her own intuition. That's perfect. She's following her own guidance. So she's ignoring. Okay. That's good. Sorry. Would you like to see? First story. Divine Feminine's here, trying to communicate with the Divine Masculine through nature, sending him messages. She's sending him certainty, positivity, and confirmation that everything's okay. He's gritting his teeth. I did slip up and say he's trying to block out positivity, but he's finding it hard, okay, to be positive. He could be surrounded by a lot of negativity and he's got his guards up. I feel this is about him trying not to allow the negativity to affect him and pull him down. He's being pulled down, okay, by the weight of the world. He's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. Okay, so he's focusing very much on what's going on in the world. You got the Divine Feminine she's turned her back on this. So, do you believe in magic? Okay, so she believes in magic here. Now, I covered up 3 cups here. He's actually looking at 2 of cups. So I want to say the Divine Masculine is receiving the messages from the Divine Feminine, even though he's trying to ignore them. Divine sending, offering this cup of love a way out. He has his arms crossed. There was three cups, which I felt he needed to put his focus on, but all of a sudden they become the 2 of cups. It's like the Divine Feminine is on his mind. The Divine Feminine has her sunflower, which she's got the lions behind her as well, holding the sunflower, so she's courageous and strong, thinking positive. Egypt's in the background here, so it's like, and I can see the heads of the Sphinx. You have to solve the riddle of the Sphinx. And she's then looking at the Torah, so she understands what's going on, hence why she is ignoring the Divine Masculine strop. She's following her intuition and she's wiser. She knows better than to be affected by that, by the Divine Masculine and also by what's going on within the world. Okay, she's quite comfortable being at home, well prepared. But it's like she's some kind of superhero underneath. I felt there the Divine Masculine was kind of saying, how does she get these messages through? Straight away, as soon as I saw the Divine Feminine with the 8 of Wands with messages, I said about sign synchronizations hitting you once you slow down. Let's get one final 3-card spread. We have the Divine Masculine who is in love. Picked up, he's looking at the 2 of Cups now. He can't ignore this. We've got him walking away from the 8. So whatever, he has his cup as well, which means he's at the 9. His wishes can be fulfilled, not have been. His wishes can be fulfilled. He's known what he's wanting. So he's in love. So we've got the Eight of Cups, which suggests that he is no longer satisfied with those 8 cups and he's off on his venture to find the Two of Cups, which seems to be all he looks like he's brooding on now. Even though he was trying to block it out, this can't escape his mind. He has love on the brain. That's what the kind of the gift from God is. Here, you've got love on the brain now. So he's off. He's crossed the water. He's left the 8 cups. He has 1 cup with him, which suggests that he's at the 9 of Cups, knowing what he's wanting now. You would then go on to claim the other cup, and it'll bring you to the 10 of Cups. So there's 2 cups missing. He has 1, and the Divine Feminine has the other one. I can feel you. Okay, I felt like he was coming at night time. There are secrets. Now that the Divine Masculine is trusting the messages coming from the Divine Feminine through nature, through telepathy, dream states, he's actually going to be... This is why the Divine Feminine is to ignore the Divine Masculine's moodiness. Brooding. It's brooding. He's brooding on the Two of Cups. Look, he's hidden. But he's behind the Divine Feminine. Okay, his arms crossed and he's staring at the Two of Cups. He has love on his brain. The Divine Feminine ignored this because I believe that these signs and synchronizations that have been hitting the Divine Masculine quite hard. It's like... I felt like no matter where he turned, there was a sign, synchronization, reminding him of the Divine Feminine at this time. He's trying to stand his ground. He's trying to remain positive. The signs are too much. Now that he realises to trust these signs, okay, and it's like they're making sense to him. It's like he's talking back that way. So, Divine Feminine, definitely tap into your intuition because the messages are coming. And it's about the Divine Masculine coming to the Divine Feminine. It's about the Two of Cups, okay, spiritual union. But I feel like this is more... it's definitely the Divine Feminine helping the Divine Masculine with his positivity, for sure. And to have faith. But he is in love. 2 of Cups on his mind. He does want to come to the Divine Feminine. There's definitely things that need to be discussed, though. Now, with the Moon card, you can see it does look like the Moon being the Divine Feminine's essence. It does feel as if there's a lot of compassion here. Whether the talking will take place, because it looks like he wants to come to the Divine Feminine. Okay, if you can see how many cups, there's 4.5 cups you can see from the 8 of Cups there. So the 4 of Cups is that moody energy. The 5 of Cups is about emotional loss. So I want to say that whatever the Divine Masculine's experienced in the path, not in the past, on his path, he would have been given challenges and tests and karma to help clear. So whatever's happened on the Divine Masculine's path, that it seems to be now in the past, because 4.5 cups, it's not the emotional loss and grief. That's normally 3 cups that you're staring at. Okay, there's 2 behind you that you're not looking at. As soon as he's brooding about 2 now, he has turned around and looked at those 2 of Cups from the 5. We're at 4.5. Five and a half maybe with his cup. You then go to the 6 of Cups, and that's returning to someone that you love. Memories of love, remembering what love is. So we have the communication here. It can mean telepathy. Let's have a look and see. But seeing as the Divine Masculine's in the 8 of Cups, he'll be either going into the void, solitary, or he's going straight to the 2 of Cups. He really has his one. We will find out. But it looks like there's things that need to be said before actually meeting each other. The emotional loss seems to have lessened. The lesson's been learnt from the emotional loss that the Divine Masculine's experienced. What's the bottom of the deck? Okay, it's time. We've got the Hierophant, so he's definitely being divinely directed. We know the Divine Feminine's the other side of that doorway, archway. about being blended in your masculine feminine energies, just waiting for the go-ahead. There must be something that he's waiting for acknowledgement, a sign. I think there's going to be a certain sign that will give the divine masculine the go-ahead, especially now that he's quietened down, like the whole world has. I was going to go for my cards, I was going to go for a Jasper. Okay, just he's resting. Let's have a look at the messages from your angels, and we'll clarify each story. Although I feel they're just step by step. I saw the card, I think her name is Seraphina. I think it says that there's a happy change coming to your family, a new addition. Anyway, it was all pink. So we've got the divine feminine at home, sending communication to the divine masculine, positivity, faith, and just messages of confirmation. The divine masculine, it's kind of stopped him in his tracks. He's gritting his teeth because I believe he's been trying to avoid it. It's hard to avoid the negativity, so he's finding it, he's struggling to remain positive. Let's leave it there. And we've got Grace and Antoinette. To help heal this situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. So there's definitely something that needs to be spoken about. And that's tough, to let your guards down. It's been hard, whatever it was heartbreaking, it was hard. Hard to trust love again, hard to trust again. But these secrets, the divine masculine hasn't really dealt with this internally to some degree, but he hasn't expressed it. The healing will come once he actually manages to speak. I want to say to the divine feminine, I feel like he's been speaking to God. He's been praying. He's been trying to work things out. And now we have, he's needing some compassion. Grace and Antoinette. Okay. This misunderstanding has occurred because of judgments about the other person's motives and character. So there's definitely been judgment gone on in the past. And I want to say that this is the divine masculine. He's now listening to the divine feminine, but it's through light sign synchronizations, okay? But he knows. He knows because he knows her character. And he's been trying to block it out. It's just been a misjudgment of character here. I feel the divine masculine's embarrassed. He's brooding over it. It's like he has to swallow his pride. So this misunderstanding has occurred because of judgments about the other person's motives and character. To heal the situation, the judgments need to be released. Instead of seeing someone as good or bad, have compassion and know that everyone is doing the best they can. Instead of pitying someone, see that person's inner strength and godliness. In that way, you encourage divine light to be expressed within the other person and yourself. So this isn't the divine feminine pitying the divine masculine. She understands that he would have come across challenges along his path, his ascension path. And that's what she's not judging the divine masculine. She's sending him love, unconditional love at this time. I feel as if it's the masculine that's actually, he's just judging himself and his past choices and what's happened. Okay, and scared of being judged when he speaks up. It's definitely secrets here being held back. And he's kind of beating himself up because he so wants to just be honest and tell the truth. He wants to get it off of his chest, but this fear of judgment, especially that the divine feminine is going to judge him. Okay. You are projecting something from your own shadow side onto the other person. So this situation is an opportunity for you to clear away an ego issue. So what the divine masculine is judging himself on, he's going to assume that the divine feminine, if he feels like he's let himself down, he's going to know that the divine feminine knows that, but she's not going to raise that. It's better that you wake up and change it rather than it's better to admit. It's the same with the divine feminine. She's learned to love herself. She'll be her own, like, Wonder Woman. She does need taking care of. She doesn't want to take care of herself. And so she's undercover. It's like she won't force it, but she'll most definitely be there with no judgment. It's quite beautiful, that card. Okay, let's get back to this. You are projecting something from your own shadow side onto the other person. So this situation is an opportunity for you to clear away an ego issue. Simply affirm, I am willing to release that part of me that is irritated when I think of you. Most definitely. Okay. And it's definitely a misjudgment of character here. And I want to say it's all the positivity. It's a bit too much for the Divine Masculine when he's struggling. Okay. So I am willing to release that part of me that is irritated when I think of you. We angels are helping to heal this situation miraculously so that everyone will forgive and forget judgments and act responsibly. Compassion is the key. That's beautiful. So you already know, Divine Masculine, okay? The Divine Feminine's not going to... She's been sending you messages as Jasper stirs. He's opened up a bit. He just had a bit of a sigh. Bless him. Okay. He was curled up in a ball. He's relaxed a bit more now. So definitely the confirmation here has been coming from Divine to the Divine Masculine. He knows that he's all's forgiven. Can he forgive himself though? So we got him here brooding. I want to say worrying about life, not seeing anything magical that's available until really all these synchronisation signs come in. It's the Divine Feminine. He's been trying to ignore it. He has love on his mind. The Divine Feminine's there. She's just following her own intuition. You can see I've covered her up. She is just the High Priestess. She knows what's going on. She understands this journey and what comes with it. No judgment. Let's see what the messages from your angels are. And we've got Shanti. I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. That's what the Divine Feminine brings the Divine Masculine. Peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. It's like Jasper, I just spoke about, look at the lion there. I just spoke about how he's just like unfolded himself. He looks more relaxed, more comfortable and confident now, sleeping. Not wrapped up in a little, like a little lost lamb, little black sheep. Black sheep of the family. Shanti. I think all light workers feel like that. We don't follow the crowd. You have been through turmoil and your soul is tired. Your mind craves peace and quiet, and I am here to help you with that desire. I will give you new opportunities to spend time alone, where you can maybe learn to communicate. Let's not do the throat chakra now, let's speak. It's all good. I will give you new opportunities to spend time alone, where you can relax your mind and heart. They're the opportunities that's been given to the whole world, to be alone and to relax and quiet your mind. I will bring tranquility to your soul so that you can mirror the peace of mind that is your true divine nature. Like the angels, you are able to hover within the eye of any hurricanes that may swirl around you right now. Through breath and intention, you can stay centered no matter what's happening in your life. This inner foundation of peace has a powerful healing effect. Your outer life soon reflects your inner peacefulness. Smooth roads are ahead for you, and the worst is behind you now. A peaceful outcome to this situation is assured. It's guaranteed. Okay. It's just this hurricane. It's a bit scary. You need to stay centered. Breath work and intention. Let's look at the masculine here in love. He's gone into that quiet time, but he needs to express himself. Okay. The moon here is looking, in the moon in the Eight of Cups, it's actually looking down on the Divine Masculine with compassion. Feel like the face there is very compassionate. And then you have the feminine's intuition here that's crying. So if this is happening all energetically, you may feel a little bit teary, Divine Feminine. I want to say well, just listen carefully. It's your Divine Masculine's emotions being mirrored onto you. Okay. We've got Oceana. Take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. So it's definitely the Divine Masculine here who's coming out of the dark. And he brings with him the truth. Take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. Oh, broken to it. Dive right in. There's no reason for more research or time. You can trust your feelings on this one. I will guide you through the actions that are necessary, considering the circumstances. Your main concern is to avoid procrastination at all costs. Break the situation down into small steps. We did. In regular intervals. Oh no, sorry. Okay. In regular intervals. Okay, break the situation down into small steps so that you don't become overwhelmed. Then take those steps in regular intervals. You already know what to do about this situation, and you have made up your mind to take action. I am here to validate that your decision is on the path of light. Although there may be some temporary hard work or emotional turmoil, this will soon be replaced by a lightness of spirit, akin to gently floating on a summer breeze. Sometimes you may feel too emotional or tired to take action. That is because you're unsure of the correctness of your decisions. Usually unfounded guilt is the culprit that is draining your energy and happiness. Repeat that, Divine Masculine. Usually unfounded guilt is the culprit that is draining your energy and happiness. This is when it's very important to call upon the angels to shore up your faith. Notice how the doors open smoothly with each step you take. That is one more sign that you're taking the best course of action. Makes me giggle. We're looking for signs and synchronizations. Guys, if you have a door that doesn't usually open or close smoothly, watch out for that being a sign when you think, oh, that felt different. So notice how the doors open smoothly with each step you take. I've got goosebumps. Okay, you're going to notice that. That is one more sign that you're taking the best course of action. It's beautiful. Okay, Divine Masculines. What was the bottom of the deck? To go with the Hierophant. Teresa. This is for the Divine Feminine. Divine Masculine, you've got to take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation. You need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself, because the Divine Feminine, she's resting. She's on time out. Self-loving. Time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. Divine Masculines are the one here looking for the guidance. You're being guided. We've got to get you an enchanted map. Okay, let's read Teresa first. I can hear him calling the Divine Feminine Mother Teresa. That's who she thinks that she is. She's like Superwoman, Wonder Woman, an angel. Okay. Dear one, you've been working very hard. I want to say this is for the Divine Feminines. Well, Divine Masculine, you can take it on board, but you know what to do. Divine Feminine, dear one, you've been working very hard. You're very tired now. Yet you keep pushing yourself to work more, more, more. I'm here to firmly and lovingly take your hand and tell you to stop. Cease working for a moment and take a respite. You have certainly earned it, and you will be more effective and productive after taking this rest. You give so much to others that at times like this you become unbalanced. Your inner child yearns for nurturing, and no one is going to give you that loving care but yourself and the angels. So give yourself permission to take a much needed time out. At least a month, guys. Come on. That's awesome. Take a nap or go play for a while. They're my intentions. Okay. Please don't delay this guidance. We assure you that your responsibilities will be met and you will gather new energy and ideas during your time out. How are we going to use this time? Resting, playing, just being. We will also bring you additional earthly help and assist you in delegating work. It's all covered. It's lovely. It's perfect. It's perfectly orchestrated. We're going... What did I say I was going to get? Oh, an enchanted map. But my eyes have taken me to the Archangel Oracle cards. And I want to get a daily guidance. Got to remember the boy's on there. It's like us squashing with my cards. He might not be happy about that. Okay. And we're going to end... Are we going to end on a well-being? We're not going to end on a well-being, are we? We're going to get something else. Oh, them. Okay. Right, that's enough. That's enough. Later on, the unicorns. All right. Look at all these boxes, sorry. How rude. Let's have a look at the wind keeps picking up. Let's have a look at how the wind keeps picking up. Mary Poppins on the way when the wind changes. I'm not going to clarify these stories individually again. These little steps. Let's just get a message and all is well. It's perfect. Came out yesterday. I made mention yesterday at the end of the postcard. It just said all is well. It's like, well, that's all we need to know. We'll get a postcard from Spirit. We'll end on that. All is well. Archangel Jeremiah. Everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to. With hidden blessings you will soon understand. Thank the Lord for that then, because there's a lot of confusion here with the divine. There's a big misunderstanding. Unfounded guilt, fear, shame, coming from the divine masculine, what he's presuming. I didn't know if I want to say presuming or assuming. The worst. And that's not the case. So let's have a look at all as well. I love it when I open up to the 18. I love it when a plan comes together. It's the first card. Okay. The only thing really we need to take notice of. Sometimes what appears to be a problem is actually an answered prayer in disguise. When we ask for help, heaven may dismantle the old to make room for the new. That's what it does on our path of ascension. Dismantles so much. Okay. During this time of change, practice relaxation methods such as yoga, deep breathing, exercise and meditation. Got to stay centered, guys. Ask me to make your transition smooth and harmonious for everyone involved. And know that this change is for the better! Exclamation mark. Working with Archangel Jeremiah, each Archangel has a specific aura colour. Jeremiah's deep eggplant purple. When you see sparkles of dark purple light, this is one way to know that Jeremiah is with you. Each Archangel has a particular type of crystal aligned with their energy. And for Jeremiah, that crystal is the amethyst. When you wear an amethyst, you may feel even closer to Jeremiah's kind and loving energy. Awesome. I have a piece of that next to my bed. Amethyst. Feel the presence. When you wear an amethyst, you may feel even closer to Jeremiah's kind and loving energy. It's perfect. All is well. Daily guidance. Let's have some coffee. So daily guidance from your angels. We just take one day at a time. We just live in the now. Right now, everything's absolutely fine. All is well. Okay. You've got let your past go. This is a big one. Okay. The burden of carting your past around has made you weary, dear one. It's time to set this burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and it's now gone. It has, regardless of whether it was your wishes. It's gone. The past. Takes a while just to learn how to deal with it, to comprehend and understand it. You receive this card because your thoughts and feelings about the past are holding you back. You're repeating a pattern because of unfinished emotions from your past. This card is a sign to forgive and move on, to stop painful patterns. It doesn't mean that you need to be with the person you've forgiven. It simply means that you've let toxic feelings go in exchange for peace. There's definitely someone that whenever you think about them, you get irritated. This is for the Divine Masculine. So whether this could be a past partner, or whether it is the Divine Feminine, or whether you're just irritated full stop, in a big stop, it's time to let the past go. It's like you're angry with yourself, so that you think that others are angry with you. I always say to people, have a think about when someone, okay, think of somebody that's behaved like really quite badly and you've kind of, years ago, and you've kind of forgotten about it and you just let it go and you don't even think about that anymore. That doesn't mean that that person doesn't feel that maybe you still hold a grudge. I remember talking to someone, I felt extremely bad about what had happened in my younger days. And, you know, it was a time that I wanted to get it off my chest and like say sorry about it all. And they went to me, oh, I don't even think about that. That was like a blessing. That caused that to happen and that to happen. It's like, I've been carrying that around for years. Okay, that I thought that I'd really affected your life and that how could you ever forgive me? I was carrying around this shame and this guilt. And as soon as I said that, it just made me think, yeah. And I started to think about the people that maybe, you know, had I-class has done me wrong and how just over time it just heals and you kind of let it go. You don't keep raking it back up. You kind of just understand it's just part of the path of growing up. So, yeah, okay. You have to forgive yourself first. Otherwise, you won't even accept forgiveness from others. Forgive yourself. Nobody's perfect. Who wants to be? We all have a story. Most of us don't share it. We keep it like that, hidden inside. Too ashamed. Now, once we start speaking about, you know, our past and how we've grown from it, you'll realise everyone has this and it's like a relief to them. It's how you can really help to heal the world, by acknowledging our own journeys. But you need to learn the lesson to be able to do that. And let the past go. It was a great learning experience. Okay. So it doesn't mean that you need to be with the person you've forgiven. It simply means that you've let toxic feelings go in exchange for peace. Additional meanings for this card. Approach a new situation or relationship with positive expectations. It's been sent to you from the Divine Feminine to be positive. Avoid routines. Speak to a counsellor or support group. Forgive those who've hurt you. Forgive yourself. The worst is now behind you. Keep your thoughts about this situation high and bright. Okay. What's next? The well-being. The teachings of Abraham. Well-being cards. First I seek joy, and all else follows. Yes, it does. You've got to love yourself, love life, And then you're able to share that with others and see the beauty in all of it. Okay. First, I seek joy, and all else follows. Since your feeling of joy is your indication of your connection with your source, once you have achieved joy, you have achieved connection with your source. And under these circumstances, all that is good follows. Okay. So it's like the Divine Masculine here trying to block out the positivity, and the Divine Feminine being quite irritated. But it's like once you actually, it's like track it back to its source, you realise it's the Divine Feminine that uplifts you, that makes you feel that all is well. Since your feeling of joy is your indication of your connection with your source, once you have achieved joy, you have achieved connection with your source. And under these circumstances, all that is good follows. It's like the good stuff. Okay. And then we have, I bless and appreciate every religion. Yeah, because there's definitely been a judgment on character here. And I want to say it's the Divine Masculine that's judged the Divine Feminine. So in return, he believes that the Divine Feminine is going to judge him because he judged. Okay. So there is some... There is something for everyone in this magnificent environment of wide diversity where we, as a people, can continue to take thoughts beyond that which it has been before. The birds here. So I want to say this is the telepathy. This is like, where are these thoughts coming from? Where are these signs, these synchronizations? So there is something for everyone in this magnificent environment of wide diversity where we, as a people, can continue to take thought beyond that which it has been before. Has nothing to do with the physical body, the religion, the beliefs. We're energy, and this telepathy here. Okay, so let's get an enchanted map, because I'm kind of losing the flow with them today. The vibrations of my being influence the universe. Oh, it's like the reflection of the moon in the water. Maybe it's the sun. Look, smiling. It ripples out. Sunshine. Let's get an enchanted map. What's that card? Listening. We had that the other day. It's up the right way. Are you listening? It did say, are you, because it was reversed the other day, it said, are you refusing to listen to what somebody's trying to tell you because you think that maybe you know best? Does that bring you joy? That's pride and ego. Sad embrace is in reverse. How did that happen? Okay. And encouragement is in reverse as well. Let's read 45 first. Are you suffering over your suffering? Do you feel like life is treating you unfairly and that you've been robbed or deprived of what you're entitled to? Remember, this is in reverse. There's no point holding it up in reverse. Okay. Let's start again. Are you suffering over your suffering? Do you feel that life is treating you unfairly and that you've been robbed or deprived of what you're entitled to? Do you long for a love that eludes you, or the success that has been bestowed upon others? Righteous anger and a sense of entitlement lead to a trap of ego. Your suffering and loss will pass if you let them. If you hold on to your perception of unfairness, then you'll find yourself in its tight grip, unable to breathe freely. The only solution is to drop your victim stance and embrace the sadness so that it may dissipate naturally in time. Trials and tribulations build character, which is its own gift. Find something to be grateful for and take responsibility for your part in all matters. However painful it may be to sit with your sadness, remember that you are loved and will not be left adrift forever. Have faith, for this too shall pass. You are not a victim, only a traveller on a hero's journey. It's okay to be disappointed for now, but know that someday you'll look back and see great value in this experience. That's beautiful. Oh, I love that message. I was saying to my daughter earlier, it's like you really can see how people react in a crisis, how they respond to it. We were like, we're quite good in a crisis, aren't we? It's like, yes. Okay. We're not fearful at all. Let's have a look at this. I've got coming apart staring at me here. 54, in reverse, encouragement. So you are being given a nudge, but it's like maybe you're refusing to see it. This is like you are being given a nudge in the right direction. The sad embrace, because they come with a little quote. It says, loss is a part of life. Let go and allow time to heal you. The thing is, at the moment, we have a lot of time on our hands, but there's the fear of survival. So how much time do you really have? 54. Oh, it's 45 and then we've got 54. Just turn it around. Swap them about a bit. 54 in reverse. It's the last card. I'll read the quote in a minute. Let's hold it up in reverse. Look at you all tangled up here. A misstep isn't the end of the world. You've fallen into a trap of false courage, and only humility will lead you out of it. Perhaps you weren't listening to your intuition, and now you're in a jam. Being too self-reliant without knowing the ropes has brought you to this place. Don't become too discouraged. All is well, and you can always start again. There's a choice, isn't it? Always go again. Okay, so you can always start again, take another road, and surely discover new territories where love really blooms. Just remember to rely on your higher power. You can't always get what you want, but Spirit knows your needs. Something better waits around the corner. Okay, your quote is, you are receiving a nudge in the right direction. These are beautiful messages, Divine Masculine. Okay. So, I'm going to end on a journey of love. And I'm going to say cheerio. Because you know. And that's awesome. Let's finish on a journey of love. On this lovely, peaceful Saturday, very much feels like it's going to be Sunday every day. A day of rest. Guardian of the soul family. 26. You are being drawn to kindred spirits in this physical world by loving guardians in the spiritual world, in the spiritual worlds. If you feel you are leaving relationships behind, do not be afraid. The space that such courageous action creates is something necessary in order to have room for the new to enter your sphere of consciousness. I feel like I'm like lisping. It's a space. It sounds like a snake. Everything's like shh. No, it's okay. You are being drawn to kindred spirits in this physical world by loving guardians in the spiritual worlds. If you feel you are leaving relationships behind, do not be afraid. The space that such courageous action creates is sometimes necessary in order to have room for the new to enter your sphere of consciousness. Is that better? It sounds better. Okay, very bizarre. You may also feel that somehow a relationship that seemed to be held back from you is now becoming available to you. There is a great soul love calling you into more intimate connection now. It is sanctioned by the divine. It is a karmic destiny to fulfill. There is love that you are to experience in connection with particular souls, predetermined by the divine plan. If you are struggling to feel the soul purpose in your current relationships, take heart, for you are being helped by divine guardians who understand and support the sacred purpose of your relationships. Be open to current relationships healing, whether that means improved communication and enriched experience, or the realisation that you have travelled as far as you can together, and know that new relationships are going to be an important aspect of your spiritual destiny being fulfilled. Take a breath. Okay. Trust in the divine timing of your life and open your heart to the guardians who help you with unconditional love now. It's like we have to be really quiet about this. Okay. Let's just get the message out. The guidance of this oracle for you is that relationship healing is taking place, in present relationships unfolding, in attracting the right relationships for your future growth, and in leaving behind relationships of the past with a peaceful heart. Be gentle with your heart, beloved. All is well. 3 times in this reading. All is well. Let's do this poem and I'll go. Okay. When I open my heart, you cover me with a blanket of love and warm the silence with your caress. Words unspoken say it all, as we become more than we are alone. Never alone. Okay, let's get a lover's oracle. That's what we got to get. Okay, we'll end on that. A little heart-shaped message. What's beautiful reading? It's like, shh, it's not the time to be like so happy. Even though inside you're like elated and you can kind of feel what's going on. It's kind of like, just keep that contained inside the house. Like, for now. We've got freedom, see? Freedom, there is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Yeah, you've got to want this. Look at the divine feminine here. The rainbow, the intuition. That's beautiful. Coming out of the lotus flower here. Freedom, there is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. I felt like it was going to be a message from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. It's the other way round. Shall we have a look at the bottom of the deck though? Let's have a look. This is the card. Oh, we've got passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Don't be so excited in these dire times. No, stay positive. Passionately positive, divine masculine. Divine feminine, you should be able to feel this. Okay, passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Enjoy your day, guys, and I will catch up with you soon. Okay, take care. Much love. Bye for now.